God addressed Samuel. So how long are you going to mope over Saul? You know I've rejected him as king over Israel. Fill your flask with anointing oil and get going. I'm sending you to Jesse of Bethlehem. I spotted the very king I want among his sons. Samuel did what God told him. When he arrived at Bethlehem, Samuel took one look at Eliab and thought, "Here he is, God's anointed." But God told Samuel, "Samuel, looks aren't everything. Don't be impressed with his looks and stature. I've already eliminated him." I judge persons differently than humans do. Men and women look at the face. God looks at the heart. Jesse presented his 7 sons to Samuel. Samuel was blunt with Jesse. "God hasn't chosen any of these." Then he asked Jesse, "Is this it? Are there no more sons?" "Well, yes, there's the runt, but he's out tending the sheep." Samuel ordered Jesse, "Go get him! We're not moving from this spot until he's here." Jesse sent for him. He was brought in, the very picture of health, bright-eyed, good-looking. God said, "Up on your feet, Samuel, anoint him. This is the one." Samuel took his flask of oil and anointed him, with his brothers standing around watching. The Spirit of God entered David like a rush of wind, God vitally empowering him for the rest of his life. Meanwhile, at that very moment, the Spirit of God left Saul, and in its place a black moth sent by God settled on him. He was terrified. Saul's advisor said, "This is awful tormenting depression from God is making your life miserable. Oh, Master, let us help. Let us look for someone who can play the harp. When the black mud from God moves in, he'll play his music and you'll feel better." Saul told his servants, "Go ahead, find me someone who can play well and bring him to me." So Saul sent message to Jesse requesting, "Send your son David to me, the one who tends the sheep." After that, whenever the bad depression from God tormented Saul, David got out his harp and played. That would calm Saul down and he would feel better as the moodiness lifted.
The Philistines drew their troops for battle. A giant, nearly 10 feet tall, stepped out from the Philistine line into the open. Goliath from Gath. He had a bronze helmet on his head and was dressed in armor, 126 pounds of it. He wore bronze shin guards and carried a bronze sword. His spear was like a fence rail. The spear tip alone weighed over 15 pounds. "Why bother using your whole army? Am I not a Philistine enough for you? And you're all committed to Saul, aren't you? So pick up your best fighter and pit him against me. If he gets the upper hand and kills me, the Philistines, we will all become your slaves. But if I get the upper hand and kill him, you'll all become our slaves and serve us. I challenge the troop of Israel this day. Give me a man. Let us fight it out together."
See that guy?
Yeah, he's so huge. What am I going to do? I don't think I have the strength to get rid of that guy.
You're too strong and goofy. He's scary.
Would anybody want to fight for their king? Anybody? Nope. Not me.
Not me either. Oh! No time for naps. What's going on, guys?
What are you doing here, David? You have no business being here. Go back to your little sheep farm that you end up having there.
Move with me, brother. What are you doing this?
There's the Philistines. They're trying to attack us. And they got a giant with them. It's pretty huge and pretty big. And strong.
I think I can defeat him.
What are you talking about, David? You're so young.
God's with me.
We'll see about that.
David, it's just too much, David. What if you get hurt? Then what?
I won't get hurt.
What are you talking about?
I'm sheep herder at my father's house. I taken the bears and lions. God save me. How can that be seen? So bad. Israel.
David. All right. This is what you want.
David, this is not gonna work well. Look at you, you're just too small and weak. How are you gonna take down that giant?
God's with me. I know I can defeat it. It's just nothing.
Right.
Who's gonna come challenge me? Who's gonna come challenge me?
Me. I will challenge you.
What? You? You're just a young thing. Why would you come and challenge me? I'm gonna feed your flesh to the birds.
Really, you too weak. How dare you defy God army? You come at me with some sword and spears. I come at you with God and the angel armies. You mock him. That's not good.
You're going to die. Ha!
Do you think? I got him! King!
David! You defeated him! Very good, David. I didn't expect you to. You can now marry my daughter and eat with me at my table and be with me for the rest of your life. Good job, David.
You're welcome, King. God's so good, and He always will.